This country has no time for ethnicity. This country has no time for division. This country has no time for people without an agenda, without a program, without what destiny we want for our nation. We want leaders. We must compete on ideas. We must compete on a vision. We must compete on transforming the nation. We cannot compete on how we are going to divide our nation and how ethnicity is going to take center stage in our politics.
We had a very good meeting today with the National Police Service, led by the Inspector General of Police, alongside the National Police Service Commission, led by the chairman and other members. And we had 4 agenda items, one of which was to deal with the human resource function and the payroll mandate. The second one was to deal with the issue of quorum. And the third one was to deal with the proposed recruitment of constables. And the final one was on affordable housing institutional housing for police officers. It was a very useful meeting, very cordial, very productive, and I think we made a lot of progress today. In summary, we have agreed that the recruitment of the 10,000 police constables should proceed immediately. And the Police Service Commission will have a meeting on Thursday to fine-tune the modalities of doing so. And you may have been informed that there was an attempt to do online recruitment. We don't have a problem with online recruitment, where the first process is online applications and then shortlisting, and then people go for the physical examination. But the problem is we don't have the regulations in place to anchor the online recruitment. So we don't think it is a good idea to wait. So we have agreed the Commission will meet on Thursday. They'll fine-tune the recruitment, and it will be conducted in 290 constituencies in 405 recruitment centers that will be all gazetted for members of the public. Secondly, we agreed that this committee, working with the Housing Committee and other agencies in government, will prioritize institutional housing for police officers within the police stations across the entire country. We are aware that the Ministry of Affordable Housing has been doing some good work, but as a committee, we see it as a priority in terms of police reforms. Now, regarding the issue of quorum and HR function, which has been the source of contention, we have agreed with both the service and the commission that they adopt certain recommendations we have made, but subject to further consultations, and they'll report to us not later than 60 days on the progress. We have agreed on the 60 days because we want the police recruitment to be conducted immediately. So we don't want to distract them from that. That is why we have given them 60 days. But otherwise, we had a very, very useful meeting, very cordial, very professional, and I think we are on the right path to strengthen police reforms. We are on the right path to also help the IG run an efficient police service. I think it was a very good meeting.
Nawaomba wa Kenya, nawaomba viongozi, tuungane. Taifa letu la Kenya litakuwa bora zaidi kama tutaweka mawazo yetu pamoja, tuweke nguvu zetu pamoja, tuweke mipango yetu pamoja, tushughulike na vile ya kujenga Kenya hii. Haina maana migawanyiko, haina maana malumbano. Na kama hauna sera, kama hauna mpango, kama hauna taratibu yoyote, wacha kutusumbua, kwa sababu hii inchi haiwezi kupelekwa mbele na migawanyiko na panganga na ekaya za abunuwasi. Hii inchi itapelekwa mbele na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo, my friends. Hii daraja hii imekwama miaka karibu 8. Kweli ama si kweli? Hii daraja imekwama siku nyingi. Niliwaambia mnipatie nafasi kidogo nirekebishe uchumi. Sasa uchumi nimerekebisha. Sasa mambo iko sawa. Nimeenda masokoni, nimetafuta pesa. Sasa tumewapatia pesa ya kukamilisha hii daraja, kutoa hii barabara pale mpaka Mariakani, kutoa barabara ya kutoka Nyali mpaka Mtwapa, mpaka kwa Kashengo, mpaka ifike Kilifi. Na hii daraja nimekubaliana na waziri na nimekubaliana na contractor hapa ya kwamba hii daraja wiki 3 nataka hii daraja iwe imekamilika, lori ianze kupitia hapa juu, na tutengeneze ile barabara ya kwenda Mikindani, na pia tutengeneze ile barabara ya kwenda Jomvu hapa, tutoe msongamano wa magari kutoka sehemu hii yenu. Na waomba wa Kenya, na waomba viongozi, tuungane. Taifa letu la Kenya litakuwa bora zaidi kama tutaweka mawazo yetu pamoja, tuweke nguvu zetu pamoja, tuweke mipango yetu pamoja, tushughulike na vile ya kujenga Kenya hii. Haina maana migawanyiko, haina maana malumbano. Na kama hauna sera, kama hauna mpango, kama hauna taratibu yoyote, wacha kutusumbua, kwa sababu hii inchi haiwezi kupelekwa mbele na migawanyiko na pang'ang'a na ekaya za abunuwasi. Hii inchi itapelekwa mbele na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo, my friends. This country has no time for ethnicity. This country has no time for division. This country has no time for people without an agenda, without a program, without what destiny we want for our nation. We want leaders. We must compete on ideas. We must compete on a vision. We must compete on transforming the nation. We cannot compete on how we are going to divide our nation and how ethnicity is going to take center stage in our politics.
Sisi watu wa Jomvu, Fulangenge hoye! Sisi watu wa Jomvu hatuwezi kukubali kufanywa wajinga. Matiang'I alikuja hapa kwenye hii bridge akasema atalipa baada ya wiki 2. Ilimalizika miaka 8. Tumekaa na bridge hili. Nataka kutoa shukurani kwa waziri wetu Davis Chirchir na PS wake, lakini zaidi piga makofi ya William Samoei Ruto, ndio ambaye ameweza kutengezea hii.
This country has no time for ethnicity. This country has no time for division. This country has no time for people without an agenda, without a program, without what destiny we want for our nation. We want leaders. We must compete on ideas. We must compete on a vision. We must compete on transforming the nation. We cannot compete on how we are going to divide our nation and how ethnicity is going to take center stage in our... Na waomba wa Kenya, na waomba viongozi, tuungane. Taifa letu la Kenya litakuwa bora zaidi kama tutaweka mawazo yetu pamoja, tuweke nguvu zetu pamoja, tuweke mipango yetu pamoja, tushughulike na vile ya kujenga Kenya hii. Haina maana migawanyiko, haina maana malumbano. Na kama hauna sera, kama hauna mpango, kama hauna taratibu yoyote, wacha kutusumbua, kwa sababu hii inchi haiwezi kupelekwa mbele na migawanyiko na pang'ang'a na ekaya za abunuwasi. Hii inchi itapelekwa mbele na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo, my friends. Hii daraja hii imekwama miaka karibu 8. Kweli ama si kweli? Hii daraja imekwama siku nyingi. Niliwaambia mnipatie nafasi kidogo nirekebishe uchumi. Sasa uchumi nimerekebisha. Sasa mambo iko sawa. Nimeenda masokoni, nimetafuta pesa. Sasa tumewapatia pesa ya kukamilisha hii daraja, kutoa hii barabara pale mpaka Mariakani, kutoa barabara ya kutoka Nyali mpaka Mtwapa, mpaka kwa Kashengo, mpaka ifike Kilifi. Na hii daraja nimekubaliana na waziri na nimekubaliana na contractor hapa ya kwamba hii daraja wiki 3 nataka hii daraja iwe imekamilika, lori ianze kupitia hapa juu, na tutengeneze ile barabara ya kwenda Mikindani, na pia tutengeneze ile barabara ya kwenda Jomvu hapa, tutoe msongamano wa magari kutoka sehemu hii yenu. Na waomba wa Kenya, na waomba viongozi, tuungane. Taifa letu la Kenya litakuwa bora zaidi kama tutaweka mawazo yetu pamoja, tuweke nguvu zetu pamoja, tuweke mipango yetu pamoja, tushughulike na vile ya kujenga Kenya hii. Haina maana migawanyiko, haina maana malumbano. Na kama hauna sera, kama hauna mpango, kama hauna taratibu yoyote, wacha kutusumbua, kwa sababu Hii inchi haiwezi kupelekwa mbele na migawanyiko na pang'ang'a na ekaya za abunuwasi. Hii inchi itapelekwa mbele na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo, my friends. This country has no time for ethnicity. This country has no time for division. This country has no time for people without an agenda, without a program, without what destiny we want for our nation. We want leaders. We must compete on ideas. We must compete on a vision. We must compete on transforming the nation. We cannot compete on how we are going to divide our nation and how ethnicity is going to take center stage in our politics.
Sisi watu wa Jomvu, Fulangenge hoye! Sisi watu wa Jomvu hatuwezi kukubali kufanywa wajinga. Matiang'I alikuja hapa kwenye hii bridge akasema atalipa baada ya wiki mbili. Ilimalizika miaka 8. Tumekaa na bridge hili. Nataka kutoa shukurani kwa waziri wetu Davis Chirchir na PS wake, lakini zaidi piga makofi ya William Samoei Ruto ndio ambaye ameweza kutengezea hii.
Bwana CS, this is the best opportunity you've given us. And to the political class, when the police officer mentioned that you have security officers, that those security officers can also be a threat to security, I received a message from one of those security officers, and they said, so the message said, huyo mngwana leo anatukana, hatutaki, lakini juzi tulipokuwa Nairobi wakati wa maandamano tuliwasaidia polisi. So he said, we should appreciate them much as they work within the law. Sina mengi, lakini nataka kusema kwamba Bwana CS, just one. You mentioned in your response that Siaya is a very peaceful place. Indeed, it is not as hostile as reported elsewhere. But I'll request, as I introduce MCAs, that just 2 MCAs from Game to give you the picture about security situation in Game. Then you will indeed appreciate that much as it is not as bad, but the deaths are threatening because the manner in which they are executed. May I introduce members of the County Assembly by way of standing? I'll just recognize you. Muamke tafadhali, kama kuna mic wapewe. Hakuna kuzungumza, ni kujitambulisha. Or just the only politicians who are here. Please, please, please. Just your names, please. I know there's no time. Just your names, please. In the interest of time, if you speak much, I will then take it back.
I'm Jambo.
Just say your name.
Shalom Odoro Tino.
So,
representing youths.
please, from wherever you are, or move closer. Make it easy for us. I don't want to introduce you in chorus, but if you
Good afternoon. I'm Anna Wansila also, presenting marginalized women in Siaya County.
Justus Ogutabuya, West
Very
Wyoma.
good, very good. Please, quickly, quickly.
Freddy Kodhiambo, mimi ndio msimamizi wa walemavu Siaya County.
Thank you.
Philip Oloch, North Game.
Songesha microphone huko tafadhali haraka haraka.
Udwar Peter Ukwala Ward.
Thank you.
Susan Okwiri from Game. Kindly, Mr. Speaker, allow me to just make one statement. I would request the cabinet minister to assist us in Game. Game is leading in homicide and the femicide. As a woman leader, I would really request, as much as we are working well with the your team in Game sub-county, Wagai, where I come from, and our sister Gemu Yala, that we work together, we kindly request you to look for a comprehensive approach to end these incidents that are in Game for the safety of our women, men, and the girls, the school-going girls in Game. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rose Rabinya nominated. Alice Odhiambo nominated, Alega of Song.
Dora Bonyo nominated from South Game Ward.
Thank you.
Eunice Rael Achieng Ndolo, MCA South Sakwa Ward.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm CPA Marco Keo, MCA West Assembly.
My name is Mercedes Scholastic Amado, and I also just want to mention, Mr. CS, that we are bringing up a bill called SIA Widows Protection Bill, and these issues that were talked about, terrorists, are going to be addressed there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Buka Washington Bonyo, North Oyam.
Thank you.
Edwin Otieno representing Ugunja Ward, also the majority leader here, County Assembly.
Umundi Michael, South Oyama.
When I see Umundi Michael is friends with your friend Kibet Mashamba. Very close friend, he lived there.
Podo John, representing Sidindi Ward.
Simon Nangule, West Timbo.
Cynthia Ndar, nominated.
Dorothy Oinga, representing youth.
Good afternoon, my name is Ben Adala, North Ugenya.
Kinyanyi William. CS nafikiria unanifahamu, tumekuwa naye Nairobi miaka mingi tukiwa na Charles Kiter na president wetu. Yangu ni machache kidogo. Bwana CS, yangu ni kuuliza, in a police station like Yala, how many police officers are we supposed to be having that OCPD? Because I think in game Yala, the police officers there, they're not enough. And I've also having a small discussion with the OCPD. He also has a problem. When the officers being transferred there, somewhere, somehow, they influence their way. The transfer is being transferred. So this is also giving a very hard time to the officers manning those stations. So if anything can be done, that any officer above, if you have been posted to a police station, nobody should interfere with the posting. That is also really affecting the police station. All in all, Yala has been having a problem, but I think it's being managed with a few officers that we have. But something should be done, because insecurity in that area is very bad. Bwana Wafula, the only thing that you did say, me as on this side, I don't budget for you, but I provide you with motorbike to help you do patrol. You should give me a
Thank you.
kidole on that.
Thank you. Yes.
Vincent Odawa, North Olega Ward.
Gordon Onguru Nyango, MCA representing East Assembly.
But when I say yes, I would have wished Gordon Onguru comes from an area where there is gold mining. If you can say just in 1/4 minute.
Thank
experience.
you, Speaker and the Governor and the CS. I would like, as you have said, that my area, we have artisanal mining going on. But the worst situation we have now, as a political leader, you are only looked after when an incident has occurred. Nowadays, because most of these lands are owned individually, people just start digging. And there is a lot of holes which are very hazardous to our community. So there should be some regulation and measures from the ministry to control the vice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm Oduro Dongo. I'm the Deputy Speaker here, County Assembly.
Thank you. Next.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. As yes, I'm Mocheng Baraka Seth. I represent the interest of the people of East Game. And I think I've been accorded 1 minute because the region where I represent of late was on the media about the cases of murder. I want to say that the police that we have are really trying, but as much as they are trying, in some instances, some of them lack professionalism. The instances that we have is a case whereby when the locals are ready to give information to the police, and then you find some few will want to give back the information back to the community. So people fear giving information to the police. However much they are trying, and from where we come from, as much as there have been many deaths, I want to thank the DCI and the OCS and the OCPD Wafula of Yala that they have tried. But lastly, let us also ensure that when we give out police stations
and police posts. Let us follow them with resources. We can't have a police station with only 4 policemen, and then we want them to handle all the cases that we have. So as much as they are trying, we should also ensure that we improve on that. I've said that, but it's not the first time I'm meeting you.
Thank you.
Mheshimiwa Murkomen, the last time I was with you, the timing was very poor, and things were not okay. But today we are here, and I hope everything will be okay. Thank you very much.
Allow me to unpack that to the crowd so that you get to know what Mheshimiwa is talking about. In all these things we do, political tolerance is important. There was a time soon after elections when Mheshimiwa Seth Baraka and 2 others went to Nairobi and took a picture with the CS Mheshimiwa Murkomen. That was an issue. When they came back home, we trumped up charges against them as the assembly, and they never liked it. Today, we are very happy. In fact, I'll be bringing him to your office so that we take another picture and brand it broad-based government inawezekana. Now, that is the last. May I now ask members of the county executive that are here, you just stand up. We recognize you, so the CS, County Executive Committee. Thank you very much for coming. Then members of the county, not members, staff of the county assembly, wherever you are. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Lastly, Bwana CS, this is the best opportunity because we are recognizing that in all we do, even on security matters, political coexistence is important. Bwana CS, some time back there was demonstrations, and I want you to please understand this. When there were demonstrations in Bondo, a chief in that area had his home burnt down. Because there was no political tolerance, the people who were there accused him, the protesters accused him of having led the police to arrest or shoot a civilian. The police are reported to have executed this. The politicians are accused to have sponsored this. The chief is accused to have identified the person, the officer to have shot. If that happened today, because now there is political tolerance, I am sure the chief's home would not have been burnt down. That civilian would not have been shot dead. And I therefore say that in all this we do, let us strive to ensure that this political tolerance, that is what this country needs. I don't want to say much.